It's like Justin Baldoni saying, I'd love to work with Blake again.
Ooh, and even the audience is like laughing, but like, should we laugh with this given what you did last week?
In the glittering, often treacherous landscape of Hollywood, where fortunes are made and reputations shattered in a heartbeat, a single, ill-conceived joke can detonate like a bomb. This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is a potential legal war.
To me, this shows SNL playing its cards of, yeah, they're clearly, they know Blake Lively is crazy.
We're talking about Blake Lively, the radiant star, pitted against the comedic behemoth, Saturday Night Live, and at the heart of it all, an alleged $80 million lawsuit.
And given the appearance, she's gonna have this same reaction of, wait a second, why are you making fun of me? I thought you had our back, Sarah Live. What's going on?
But is this a genuine fight for justice? Or a meticulously orchestrated PR spectacle? What began as a chuckle in a comedy sketch has morphed into a celebrity scandal of epic proportions, dragging in not only Blake and her charming husband, Ryan Reynolds, but also SNL's own Colin Jost, and even actor Justin Baldoni. Accusations are flying, PR teams are battling, and careers hang precariously in the balance. Was Blake Lively truly humiliated on live television?
Now, what's fascinating, though, is the judge denied it. The judge was like, nope, you do not have a good enough excuse.
Or is this a calculated move to rewrite her narrative in the unforgiving court of public opinion? Prepare to have your perceptions challenged, because this story is a dizzying descent into the rabbit hole of Hollywood image control, social media meltdowns, and the astonishing price of a single punchline. Picture this. One moment, you're basking in the glow of celebrity. The next, you're allegedly unleashing an $80 million legal storm against a comedy institution. This is the astonishing rumor swirling around Blake Lively and Saturday Night Live. But what could possibly provoke such a drastic reaction? Sources whisper of an SNL segment, a seemingly innocuous joke that supposedly veered wildly off course, striking a nerve and leaving Lively feeling not just offended, but deeply, publicly humiliated. The alleged lawsuit hinges on this single comedic jab, delivered by none other than Colin Jost. But what was so offensive? Insiders hint the joke danced around the sensitive territory of Lively's marriage to Ryan Reynolds, daring to even touch upon her rumored connection with the handsome actor Justin Baldoni. Was it a mere playful nudge, or a calculated strike at something far more personal? And then there's Ryan Reynolds himself, present in the audience. His reaction was far from outrage. Instead, a nervous chuckle, a forced smile, behavior that ignited 1,000 online theories. Was his laughter genuine amusement, or a mask for something darker, something unspoken? Did it hint at real marital friction, simmering tensions beneath the glossy surface? Suddenly, this seemingly throwaway remark became a viral wildfire, consuming social media and forcing everyone to question what secrets are really hiding behind the celebrity smiles. The moment the SNL joke aired, the internet erupted. It was less a discussion, more a digital free-for-all. Social media platforms transformed into gladiatorial arenas, pitting Team Blake against the cynical critics. On one side, passionate fans rallied to Lively's defense, branding the joke as not just unfunny, but vicious and unwarranted invasion, a damaging assault on her hard-earned reputation. Intrusive, unfair, damaging. The accusations flew like digital daggers. But then came the backlash, a wave of mockery, cynicism, and celebrity fatigue. SNL is comedy. The counter-argument roared. Celebrities are fair game. Toughen up. And then the uncomfortable questions about Ryan Reynolds. His participation in the joke, however nervous, became a focal point. Was he in on it? Is their marriage a facade? Was he secretly laughing at his wife's expense? The online inquisition was relentless, dissecting every micro-expression, every carefully worded statement, hunting for cracks in the celebrity veneer. The controversy didn't just trend. It exploded, a global spectacle of speculation, where every tweet, every comment became another piece in a puzzle with no clear solution, blurring the lines between humor, hurt, and manufactured drama in the shadowy corners of Hollywood. When scandal hits, the first call isn't to a lawyer, it's to a crisis PR specialist, and whispers suggest Blake Lively went straight to the top, allegedly enlisting a PR strategist with rumored intelligence ties. Intelligence ties for a joke. The sheer audacity of this alleged move raises eyebrows and ignites suspicion. Is this about managing a PR crisis, or something far more calculated, more strategic? Almost overnight, the media narrative began to subtly, then dramatically, shift. Blake Lively, once potentially perceived as overly sensitive, was now being carefully repainted as the victim, blindsided, vulnerable, forced to take legal action as a last resort to shield her precious reputation. Courageous, principled, standing up for herself. These were the new keywords being subtly seeded into the public consciousness. But the legal world operates on facts, not feelings. Legal experts, peering through the PR smoke, began to voice skepticism. Was this lawsuit even legitimate, or was it a cleverly orchestrated PR stunt, exaggerating minor legal proceedings to create the illusion of a David versus Goliath battle? With Blake as the wronged heroine, the core question lingered, unanswered, and deeply unsettling. If Blake Lively was genuinely, unequivocally wronged, why the need for such an extreme, almost clandestine, PR operation? Was she seeking justice, or simply attempting to meticulously control the story? Regardless of the truth, just when the scandal seemed to reach its peak, Ryan Reynolds stumbled into the spotlight, not as a supportive husband, but as a potential liability. It wasn't just his awkward SNL chuckle. It was the resurfacing of an old, cringeworthy clip that threw gasoline onto the already raging fire. The clip, unearthed from the depths of the internet, featured Ryan recounting a story with apparent amusement about staring intently at a woman breastfeeding. The internet recoiled. The backlash was immediate and brutal because Blake Lively, ironically, had previously and publicly condemned a man for simply making eye contact while she was breastfeeding, describing it as a deeply violating experience. The hypocrisy accusations detonated. The double standard became impossible to ignore. How could Blake publicly denounce a fleeting glance as traumatic, while her own husband cheerfully jokes about prolonged, invasive staring? Did this undermine her entire narrative? Did it make her alleged lawsuit seem less about genuine hurt and more about something else? Meanwhile, Ryan's carefully constructed comedic persona, once his greatest asset, began to crumble. His trademark humor, once charming and self-deprecating, now felt jarringly tone-deaf, insensitive, even complicit in undermining his wife's alleged legal battle. Was he truly standing by Blake, or was his humor inadvertently sabotaging her every move, leaving him looking not like the supportive husband, but like a clueless bystander in his own family drama? Hollywood, a town built on image and perception, watches scandals like a hawk, assessing risk, calculating consequences. And the industry's reaction to the lively SNL storm was chillingly clear. Distance. Producers, studio executives, casting directors, the power brokers behind the scenes reportedly began to subtly, then not so subtly, back away from Blake Lively, the alleged lawsuit, the PR circus, the whiff of scandal. It had transformed her, in the eyes of the industry, into a potential liability. Whispers circulated, gaining momentum, about film roles being quietly reconsidered, projects she was once attached to suddenly facing recasting rumors. Brands, who had once clamored for Blake's wholesome, family-friendly image to sell their products, started to have second thoughts, quietly reevaluating partnerships. The lawsuit, whether justified or not, had cast a long, dark shadow over Blake Lively's brand. And in Hollywood, perception is everything. Business decisions, ruthless and swift, began to shift away from her. But Ryan wasn't immune to the fallout. His comedic charm, once a golden ticket, now seemed tarnished. The industry and the public began to question if his jokes were merely a smokescreen, reflecting from deeper, more troubling issues. Were both Blake and Ryan facing the harsh reality of Hollywood's unforgiving calculus that in the game of fame, even a hint of scandal can be career-ending? Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. This isn't just about a single joke or even a celebrity feud. This is a stark, unsettling glimpse into how Hollywood truly operates, a world of meticulously crafted narratives, strategic leaks, and relentless media manipulation. High-profile lawsuits in this town are rarely about simple legal wins and losses. They are elaborate PR battlegrounds where perception is weaponized and the truth becomes a casualty. Blake Lively's alleged hiring of a crisis management team with rumored intelligence ties throws this uncomfortable reality into sharp, almost garish relief. Is this about seeking genuine legal justice, or is it, in its essence, a high-stakes game of public relations damage control, played out on the world stage? Industry insiders are drawing chilling comparisons to other major celebrity defamation cases, where the actual legal arguments become almost secondary to the relentless spin, the carefully managed leaks, and the desperate fight to win in the court of public opinion. The final legal verdict, if a lawsuit even exists, will depend on evidence, on facts presented in a courtroom. But Blake's alleged PR strategy suggests something far more complex, far more cynical, that she's already fighting, not for legal victory, but for narrative dominance, aiming to control how the world perceives her, regardless of the legal outcome. In Hollywood, is the real battleground not the courtroom, but the relentless, unforgiving arena of public perception? As the dust settles on this bizarre celebrity saga, one question lingers, unanswered and deeply unsettling. Who truly wins in a scandal of this magnitude? Perhaps Blake Lively might emerge with her public image somewhat salvaged, potentially winning the PR war through sheer force of spin. But at what cost? Is industry support, the very foundation of a Hollywood career, irrevocably damaged? Has she traded long-term career stability for short-term PR gain? SNL, ironically, might be laughing all the way to the bank. The controversy has gifted them with unparalleled free publicity. Viewers tuning in, morbidly curious, waiting to see if they dare to poke the bear again, to reference the lawsuit on live television. And Ryan Reynolds, he might just be the biggest loser in all of this, emerging from the chaos looking utterly clueless, awkwardly trapped between his wife's high-stakes legal drama and his own comedic brand, suffering a potentially fatal credibility blow. One ill-conceived joke, a moment of thoughtless humor, has unleashed a chain reaction of epic proportions, a scandal that could reverberate through Hollywood, impacting careers, reputations, and fortunes for years to come. In the cutthroat world of celebrity, where image is everything and truth is often the first casualty, is there really any such thing as a win? Or are they all, in their own way, losing? Enjoyed diving into this Hollywood drama. If you want to stay on top of the latest celebrity scandals, industry secrets, and behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. There's always more to uncover in the dazzling and often deceptive world of fame. Subscribe now, and let's explore it together.